Okay, great. Okay, so Travel Advantage is our product. So those of you that are lifestyle ambassadors and sharing it with other people, so being a lifestyle ambassador is an affiliate, which means that we can go out there and we can share this with other people. And Travel Advantage is our product, and it's run on a membership program, as we know. Now, we have got 3 levels of membership to get access to this travel platform, and each membership will give you different kind of features. We have our basic VIP membership, which is a $20 a month one. Okay. And on the $20 a month one, you're going to get access to hotels, flights, cars, transfers, and activities. Okay. So it's kind of a limited amount of things on here. You pay $20 a month and you'll get access to these things. And we'll kind of go through and cover and show you these parts anyway. If you have our elite membership, you get access to everything on the platform, which we'll be talking about today. Okay. And that's the one we pay $120 for per month, and we get $120 back in loyalty points, which we will explain. If any of you chose to do the Elite Turbo, which I know a lot of us have, including myself, it's your $250 bolt-on. You get $250 extra travel credits. And as you see, as we go through the platform, there's some extra advantages you have just because you decided to do the Turbo add-on. There is so much value to that. Okay, so let's kickstart this. So just the real basics of it. We are a global company with 500,000 travel members using this. And if you look at the top here, you have got it in multiple different languages. So depending, what language you speak and you're most comfortable with, you can change it. I'm going to leave it in English today. And also, every time you're booking on the platform, you want to make sure that you have got it on the currency that you're going to pay it with. Okay, so I have noticed some people, I was checking this out with somebody from the UK earlier. She had it in US dollars. It's not the way. She should have had it in pounds. I will leave it in US dollars today because I know we've got people from everywhere. So make sure you do that at the top here. Okay, now what's great with this is all in one platform. Something I want everybody to understand, we do have an app that you can download on your phone. And yes, you can book on that. And then we also have it like this, in your website, web browser, on your laptop, on your computer. And a little tip for you all, whenever I book my travel, I always do it on my laptop or on the website rather than use the mobile app. Not that you can't do it on the mobile app, a lot of people do. However, this is so much smoother, faster, and easier to actually kind of navigate. It really, really is. So I would potentially say use this instead. Okay, now if you have a look up the top here, this is where you will see your loyalty points. So your loyalty points, if you have an elite membership, you will be getting 120 loyalty points every month. So every time that you renew, your membership renews, an extra $120 will come up here in loyalty points. If you have a turbo, you will be getting 240 loyalty points and they will stack up at the top here. Our loyalty points never expire. They're dollar for dollar. Everything that we pay out, we get back dollar for dollar. And as we go through the platform, you'll see where you can use them, and you can use them up to a certain amount, okay, on different parts of the platform. From the day that you join, immediately you can start using them. And once you've been a member for 12 months, you can have a completely covered life experience trip for 2, which we'll cover when we go on to life experiences, okay? Your travel credits, okay? Loyalty points are dollar for dollar. And travel credits is like the cashback. Every 100 travel credits is worth $1. And as you book different things on the platform, you will get travel credits gifted to you. And they will appear in your travel credits up here 7 days after you get back from your trip. So say I booked a hotel 7 days after my checkout, my travel credits that I've earned from that booking I will be able to see them up here. As you can see, every 100 is $1. I've only got $7.40 because I did use some of mine to book a flight to Vegas not long ago. Okay, so this is just so you understand the difference between loyalty points and travel credits and which each one is worth. Okay, so I know some of these things, some of you would have seen the features on, and some of it will be new to you. So everything's in one place on here. So the first section, what I'm going to cover is, what I'll do, Laura, is I will cover the hotels and the flights, and then we can get you to cover the club and that, and then we'll swap backwards and forwards. Yeah, okay. So let's have a little look at hotels. So hotels, there's over 2 million hotels on the platform, budget all the way up to luxury. And just a tip for everybody using the platform to use it the best way. Don't put in, for example, Spain. Spain's like a huge place. It's like, say, putting in USA or Canada. You want to make it like the local town, the local village, the local city. That's what you want to be able to put in there. Don't put a whole country in. So, as an example, I'm going to put in the top of my head, we'll put Paris in France. Okay. So, I'll put that Paris in here. Now, when I go to do this, and I've seen a few people do this is a trick for some of you. Don't go first and then come up here and then try and put fourth. Okay. You want to keep it open. So let's say we did the 5th until the 11th, and then it will come on both sides. Just so everybody knows, you can book up to 5 bedrooms in the hotels. And as you can see, you can add adults or you can add children. But for this now, I'm just going to do like 2 adults, and I'm going to press search. Now, this is going to search the best hotels. And what I do is I have it set as biggest percentage saving. And that is automatically it's automatically set. So it comes up as biggest percentage saving on the side. And there is some software built into the platform that compares it against booking.com. It's not against Expedia. It's not against whatever else. It's against booking.com, the most widely used search engine for hotels in the world. So that's when you see the percentage of savings, who they're comparing it against. Okay. So I have it as biggest percentage saving. If I wanted to, I could change it to like low to high price. I could add a hotel in here. So let's say I wanted to put this, I don't know, hotel. You can see that one there, tree, there. I could click on that and just that particular hotel would come up for me. Okay, so I can put a specific hotel in if I want to. Let me just take that off. Now, as I go down here, I could set a budget that I wanted it between. I could change it to 5, 4-star, or this is where you find all inclusive. A few people have asked me what that means. And it means all your food and drink in the hotel is included, or breakfast included, room only. And as you go down here, you can like filter it out. This is the section I want you to have a look at on here. The 48% saving here, this is compared to booking.com. And you can see at the top how many travel credits you would earn by booking this hotel. So as you can see here, 2,690. That's $26.90 that I would get gifted back 7 days after this trip. The top price is the price that you'd see on booking.com. This middle price is our member saving. So I would pay total with tax included, 2,508. How's it broken down? If you go into member saving, you click on the little I on here, okay? Because I have an elite membership, I will save 1,947. Because I have the turbo bolt on, I get an extra 235 on this one booking. This is where I want people to understand the power of the turbo. So having an elite membership, we pay $120 each month. We get $120 back in loyalty points. If you do the one-time payment of turbo on top of just $250, immediately you get $250 in loyalty points, which is great. They'll bank up here, but you will also get $240 each month of loyalty points that you can save, but you're only paying $120. But it also gives you extra discount. Now look at this hotel. I would get an extra 235. That's practically just this one booking, what it costs me to add on the turbo, except moving forward, I've got my double loyalty points forever. Yeah. So a complete no-brainer, especially with this booking. Loyalty points, as I mentioned, we can use them up to a certain amount. This particular hotel is telling me that I can use 53 of my loyalty points. So if I book this, my points up here would discount $53 more. Okay. Now let's just say we wanted to book this. It's as simple as going in, pressing book. We'll go down here. It tells you about the hotel. We'll just let Zoom and Wi-Fi catch up for a minute. And the different hotels will come up. The different room choices will come up for us. The price that you see up here, okay, at the top, will be the best price saving. Okay, the first price that we see. So today's best price will come here. And here you'll be able to see if this is a non-refundable or a refundable. Sometimes, they're all refundable. Sometimes you've got different options. So always check it out and make sure that if it isn't refundable or non-refundable, that you do check the conditions out here. And as you can see, all it's as simple as select and book now. Now, this is not a live platform. Like if somebody was a travel agent where it books it instantly. From when you click on book, you have 10 minutes to be able to complete your booking. It will tell me I've earned $26.90 in travel credits. So while we're on this page ready to book, I want to just take your eyes over to here to Save for Good, Save to Give. Save to Give is charities and humanitarian initiatives that MWR and Travel Advantage work closely with. So you can choose, as you saw before, you had that saving, I think, what was it, about 49%? I can't remember. Anyway, here, there it says it on there. I could choose to give no donations, or if I wanted to give some of the saving away, I could. So as that you see, I can take it up and I could give a donation. Whatever donation I choose to give, okay, let's just say that I want to give $153. So I'm giving 7% of my, 7%, of my saving away back. Whatever I give, the company will match. So they'll give $306 towards these like charities that they're working with. And that's completely optional. I'm just going to put it on 0 for now. So if I go down here, you will see if I want to, just move that there, I can add health insurance. So when people ask you, can we do like insurance and holiday insurance and health insurance? These are really great prices. $8.33. You can just click on yes if I wanted to add that. Okay, onto the price is for 2 people. So it'll be $16.65. But again, if you don't want it, you don't need to do that either. As we go down here, you can see I can redeem my loyalty points, $53. It's always in dollars. So let's just say that I had my account set in UK pounds. It would show me $53 here. And then in brackets, it would give me the conversion rate of whatever it was in my own currency that I had the platform set up. And then remember I said travel credits, every 100 is $1, 740. So I've got 740. I can choose to discount it or not. Loyalty points is up to a certain amount. Travel credits, if I had 2,517, I could use all of them and take it to 0 if I wanted to. Laura, my co-host today, she has actually got going to Orlando, I think it's next week, and she had enough travel credits saved from the last 14 months that she paid the whole hotel for her and her family of 4 through travel credits, and that ended up as 0 on the end. Okay, now how do people book? It's as simple as going here, making sure that you have got your card in the platform. Make sure it's there, and then you just choose the card that you want to book with. Down here, press agree, press complete booking. Okay, if you don't have your card on system, you just go to your account up here and you just put payments, and then you better add your card to it. Okay, now we also have, which lots of you have asked me, as well as booking with your card, Apple, Google Pay, you can also pay with crypto. So those of you that love crypto, you can pay with that. And as you see on here, you can pay with Tether USD, Ethereum, Tron, Bitcoin. So down here, those of you that want to book with crypto, you can do that on a lot of the platform as well. Not with cruises yet, but with most of it. So it would be as simple as that. As soon as your booking's made, you're going to get an email with your confirmation, and voila, off you go to your hotel. So as you can see, hotels, I know lots of you have seen them already, but I hope maybe you've just picked something up from that can help you. Okay, I will just go into flights so we can see those. And I want to make it really clear. Hotels, yes, we have huge savings. And something I do want to say to everybody actually on hotels is those of you that are sharing it with other people, I want you to remember one thing about this. We shouldn't position ourselves as a travel savings app, a travel saving portal. Yes, that is one part of what we do, but it definitely isn't the full value. And you're going to see that today. And no, we don't say like we get 80% saving on everything or up to 80%, because some things are only 1%, 3%, 5%. The way I would say with the hotels is be really open. Okay, by that, what I used to do at the beginning is I'd go and look on booking.com or one of those sites for a hotel, and then I'd come over here and I'd search it, and sometimes it was great. We were saving like 40%. And other times it was just like 3%. And I was like, oh, that's not so great, And sometimes it's like that. We haven't got the monopoly of the whole like travel industry. However, instead of looking for a specific hotel elsewhere, trust this platform. I fully do now. just put in the area you want to go to, and there could be some incredible like diamond hotels that come up that you never even knew existed. So if you know you want a 4-star hotel in the marina in Dubai and it has to have a swimming pool and you want all inclusive, filter it on here. Don't go and find something somewhere else and then check it out here. See what options we've got, because often 9 times out of 10, you will find a better saving, a better hotel that ticks all of the boxes that you want. So that's a really kind of little tip that I want to give everybody with this. And those of you that are sharing this as well with other people, I think it's really important, to let people know, like, if I could save you 10% compared to, other ways that you're booking, would you be happy? Well, I know I would be happy. Don't oversell something. And, I think it's really important that we all have great expectations. If I'm telling somebody there's 70% saving on all the hotels, and then they come in and see 40%, they will feel disappointed. But 40% is amazing. So I think it's really important that we don't hype the product, that we really give true transparent value of what we really do have here to offer. So now going over to flights though, we are not a flight saving portal. And I am super transparent with that when people join us. Flights is really tricky in the whole industry. Okay, even travel agents, there's such a minimal commission they make on it. There's so many taxes within flights, and they can change by the second. They really can. You think flights and availability on them, there's only so many seats. What we are with the flights is a bit like Skyscanner or Google Flights, where you can bring up all the different airlines and you can search them. So let's just say I wanted to book from London. Oh, there we go. 1 second. London Gatwick to Palma de Mallorca. Palma de Mallorca. And I'm just going to get a one-way in September on the 4th. Okay, one adult, and I'll press search. Now, what this is going to do is going to bring up all of the flights that are available on here on that day. I'm not even sure if they fly from Gatwick to Palma on that day, but we'll see. We're doing this no prepping, no planning. We're just showing you it transparently. And as you can see here on the flight portal, I could choose whether it's a direct, 1 stop, 2 stops. Maybe I only like flying with EasyJet, for example. So I could click on the EasyJet flights only. Okay, so it will show the different airlines we've got on here. Maybe there's a certain time that I need to filter it down, but it will show me from the best priced, up to the highest price. And you can see here, $44. I can apply 4 loyalty points. If I want to book that, it's super simple to be able to book. And the reason I want to show you is because, come on, quick, and I'm showing on Zoom. So this is, for example, like Wizz Air, Jet2, EasyJet, but different markets will have different kind of airlines, and you find that most things are here. So I've earned 22 cents in travel credits, not loads, but it's something. The reason I wanted to show you this is, look, $44. Again, I can take my loyalty points off, my travel credits, and take my flight down to 32. I booked flights for 0 using travel credits and loyalty points again. Okay, so nice and simple. And again, you can see you can book with crypto or you can book with your card on the flights as well. So flights is really simple. One thing we don't have right now on the flights as well is, like, Laura, you're more the travel agent than me. Is it multi-flights? Is that what it's called? Is that the right terminology? Multi-flights. Okay. So, but I do know, there's going to be lots of upgrades are coming all the time. You can book return flights, and stopovers and stuff like that, but there's certain ones on here. So that is the flights, nice and simple. Okay, Laura, I think now what we can do you want to jump straight into the club? Why not?
Sure. Since we're talking about hotels, may as well have a little look at, well, one of my favorite parts of our site. So let's have a little look. Okay. Let me just make sure I've got the right screen to share with you. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness, I've got too many tabs open. There we go. Okay, cool. So here we are in my site, and we're going to go into what Laura just mentioned, the club. Now, those of you who know me, I'm Laura as well, by the way, if you don't know me. Those of you who know me will have maybe seen me on social media getting very excited about this last week. Now, I had never looked at the club. Laura and I joined this platform April last year, and the club was just launched towards the end of last year. And I looked at it once and thought, oh, it doesn't have that much on there, and never looked at it again. And then just last week, I thought, well, as Laura mentioned, I'm going to Florida with my family. I fly actually on Tuesday, which I cannot wait for. And I thought, well, I wonder if we could extend our trip and be somewhere in the Caribbean at the end of our time together. So I popped in our current return flight day and then 7 days of flexibility and then hit search. And then what it does is it brings up all of these options are essentially, this is not like searching the typical hotel database. It's different. Excuse me. What it's doing is basically bringing up hotels that we have specially negotiated rates with as members of Travel Advantage. And the club is only available to elite members as well. That's really important to say. So this one caught my eye because I saw straight away this is in the Bahamas. I've never been to the Bahamas and I thought that sounds nice. The Marlin at Taino Beach. I could see the online price for us negotiated as members is $567. I don't know how long that's for. I don't know any of the details here. I can just see that's what it is. And then I can get a club member price by applying 228 loyalty points. You can see up here, my loyalty points, I don't spend them. I'm just saving them. So I have over $3,700 worth of loyalty points sat here ready for me to use. So, and I'm not afraid to use them now because I'm fully locked and loaded. So 228 loyalty points to take off this price brings it down to $339. So let's have a look. If I click view dates, it comes in, lets me choose the option I want. So I can come down here. As I said, I'm flying home on the 6th of September, 6th to the 13th. That's 7 nights. I'm like, okay, that sleeps 2. This one's the same date, sleeps 4. I am a family of 4. So our price of family 4, 567, 228 gives me a price of 339. So if I select this and then I go through to book it, I really wanted to book this. And the only reason we haven't is because my daughter is starting college on the 8th of September. So we were hoping we could come back later and we actually can't. So I can't book it. But you can see I literally can pay this price. Now, again, I've got travel credits. I don't have very many left because like Laura, I just spent them. I had nearly 100,000 travel credits and I just spent them. I could actually show you if you like. I can redeem those, take the price down even further. If I had enough, if I had 33,900 travel credits, I could tick that box and take the balance down to 0. That is how this is so amazing because these travel credits are building all the time and I'm earning travel credits on everything I book. So this is how the club works. Now, the club is available in all different parts of the world. I just zoomed in on that one. And I actually will just show you because that was amazing. You don't necessarily know. I keep doing this one. Oh my goodness, what's it called again? Taino at, there we go. The Marlin at Taino. I never get its name right. There we go. I've already been searching. Look, 6th to 13th, 2 adults, 2 children. Go ahead and search. And I'm Genius Level 2 on booking.com. $4,015 for the same dates. That is a wild. I can see Christine's jaw like, what? That when I saw this, honestly, I feel like I could go on Britain's Got Talent with this because I'm like, look at my magic trick. That is an absolutely bonkers price difference that I can book a room 7 nights in the Bahamas for that price versus that price. And like I said, I'm Genius Level 2. So I don't know if maybe it's more expensive. I'm not really sure, but it is absolutely incredible. Now they are forcing me to take 2 rooms for booking.com, whereas Travel Advantage are letting me take 1. But even if I decided I wanted 2 rooms, I'm going to be paying $640 versus $4,000. So I know which option I'm wanting to choose. So that is how the club works. Laura, do you want me to go any further here? What do you want to show
No, I'd
next?
like to answer a quick question actually. So
Yep.
is this valid for me if I have a travel agency already?
Yes. Okay. Great question. Okay. So I should have said this. Sorry. I am a luxury travel agent. So I have been in the travel industry for 25 years. I run a coaching company. I host retreats all around the world. And I run a luxury travel agency that specializes in the Maldives and the Indian Ocean. And the reason I was looking for this is because every single day, and I wonder any travel agents who are here with active client bases have the same thing. Every single day, my friends, family, the people who don't book with me will come to me asking me for tips, advice, prices. How can I get the best deal? Can you get me a better rate on this? And I would spend so much time at the beginning trying to help these people. And actually, this is what made me look for a platform like this. And I spent 6 years looking for a platform like this. And it's funny that they're all 6s. It was 6 years of looking for this platform. And this was platform number 6 that I tried and tested in order to find one that actually gave people who are members the value that it was telling you it was going to give you. And for me, as somebody in the travel industry, there's no way I could vouch for something that I did not feel stacked up or actually gave value. I wouldn't risk my reputation with it. So if you are a travel agent with an active client base and you're thinking, well, how does this work alongside? Honestly, beautifully. Even some of my clients who book all their travel with me still have memberships here, because there might be the odd 2-night stay in London or work trips or something else that they book that they wouldn't necessarily come to me for usually. And like for me, my son, he travels all around the country playing squash competitively with my husband. We book all their stays through this platform. My husband has an account as well now, so we're both building loyalty points, and we get so many benefits from it. Does that answer that, Laura? I can't see the chat.
Yes, that's fantastic. Now, somebody's also asked, like, do these benefits and discounts only come once we get points? So I'm going to explain again the difference. So travel credits are what you get when you book something, and you can save those up and use them like for discounts afterwards. When we're talking about loyalty points, okay, like on here where you can discount your loyalty points, you get those from day one. So for example, if you join with a elite, you get 120 straight away in your pot. So on day one, you could discount 120 off. If you get an elite turbo, you actually get, is it 480?
490.
490 on day one, and you can use those straight away from day one. But of course, once you've been in a month, then they will start to add up, so you'll be able to use more and more and more. Okay. So just so you know, you can use those literally from day one. You all have loyalty points straight away from day one. So this club is really worth looking at. You know, a lot of us, I always just headed over to the hotels, and they're fantastic. But the club is limited as well, though. You won't find every hotel, every resort on the club that you'll find like on booking.com or on our hotel section. The club is certain different places with really great deals. And I do know that more and more countries, resorts, and places are being added as we go along. Laura's like blown away. She loves the club.
I'm like, ooh. You have to
Fantastic.
come into the club open-minded. I was showing this to somebody yesterday. This is, if you are like, I've got a specific hotel in mind that I know the exact dates, you need to go to the hotel part. If you're like, well, I've got a spare week, what shall I do with it? And actually, maybe even I'm flexible by a few days with that week. That's when the club would be well worth looking at. But I think it's always worth a check, and that they are continuing to expand and enhance it. So I think it's well worth checking. We even have things, I know we're global here, but I do want to say, if you look at Europe and you are in the UK, they even have things like local in the UK stays. So if you're somebody who, I actually got married here, that's funny seeing that on there. If you are somebody who's like, well, I don't necessarily want to get on a plane, and you're in the UK, there's things you can enjoy here as well. And they're not all 7-night stays. Some of them are 3 nights. There you go. That one is 4 nights in Barcelona, but they're all worth looking at. And when this one, what is different about the hotel search to this one is our online price isn't comparing to the booking.com price. The online price here is the rate that they have negotiated for Travel Advantage members. It's not comparing it to anything else here. If you want to go and then look at it on booking.com, you can, but typically you don't need to. And I think that is the thing we found. I definitely found this when I first joined. I was comparing it everywhere, left, right, and center. Now I've been here so long, and I know and trust the platform so much now that I don't typically compare anymore unless I'm comparing for somebody who's thinking of joining. And I always like to point out we have a price guarantee as well. So if you book something in our hotels platform and you find it within 24 hours of making that booking, you find it cheaper within 24 hours. It has to be in a public site. You can't be like Genius level 762 and like getting a massive discount that I couldn't get if I went and found it online. If it's a publicly available rate and it's cheaper, they will give you 150% of the difference of the price in travel credits. So there's so much trust to be had in the platform now. It's amazing.
Definitely. Someone said, are there all inclusive options in the club? I don't think there are. Maybe I'm not.
All inclusive. I haven't seen them, but then I haven't been looking for them. So I couldn't answer that exclusively at the moment. Not as far as I'm aware, but that doesn't mean there aren't.
Yeah. And somebody just said, so if somebody is an elite or elite turbo customer with a referral link and they share this with 3 people, does that cover their monthly fee? Yes. So if you join, as a member and you decide you want to share it, you can become what's called a lifestyle ambassador, like an affiliate. You share it with 3 people. And if 3 people join, you don't pay a monthly membership anymore. You just get the 120 or 240 loyalty points still. So it's A no-brainer for those that want to do
Such a
it.
no-brainer. Such a
Okay,
no-brainer. Shall I show my booking for next week?
go on.
Let's have a look at it because it's amazing. Right, reservations. I have to be careful here because you can see all the bookings, right, that come up. And I've got some of these bookings are my bookings. Some of these bookings are for people who I have very kindly let borrow space in my account, which is another piece that we haven't quite got to yet, but we'll come back to that in a
Laura,
little while.
just quickly while you're showing this, so just to let people know that this is where you find where all your bookings are as well. You
Yes.
go to my account, don't you, at the top?
Yeah. And then I can see all my reservations, which is great. So I was in Jamaica in July. Literally the night before I was going to a hotel, I booked a hotel in there, got an amazing price on it, and they gave us the best room in the hotel, which was absolutely incredible. But what's coming up, I have to be a bit careful here because it is a live booking, so I don't want to necessarily. There we go, perfect. I'll show you the name of the hotel, but I don't want to show you my booking reference. I don't know you all well enough. So you can see across here, the total cost of your reservation is £747. So I am staying in a Universal Orlando hotel for 7 nights. I actually stayed here in May on a travel agent trip and I loved it so much. I wanted to take my family back. This rate already was £500 cheaper than I could find it anywhere else online. I did see comments earlier about because the hotel platform only compares against booking.com, does that mean you might miss deals on Trivago or blah, blah, blah? No, like I'm not seeing that at all. When you search anywhere, they are typically the cheapest prices you're going to find most of the time are booking.com. But we compared to booking.com, I couldn't find this cheaper anywhere else. It was £500 cheaper than anywhere else I could find it. I had nearly 100,000 travel credits, so they applied those to my booking and a grand total of 11 loyalty points, which meant that my final price at checkout was 0. So that is going to feel amazing next week when I'm sat at the pool with my family and I'm going to be knowing I paid absolutely 0 for my stay for 7 nights. It's going to be amazing. And now I'm going to be letting my travel credits build up and up and up again so that we can go and book another amazing stay somewhere. So yeah, I wanted to share that. Shall I hand back to you, Laura? Oh, you're muted.
Oh, thank you. Right. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the AI trip planner. So AI is very new to the platform, just a couple of months, but it has been in works for over 2 years, testing, trialing, getting to know our customers. And if you have a little look on here, the AI trip planner is like having your little own travel agent here that puts everything together for you. And it's just as simple as, if I put in here, I want to go to Dubai, and then you'll put in the dates that you want to go over, say 1 week in January, and I'll press next. Now, let's say I want to go, you could put just you, partner, friends, family, say 3 friends want to go. Now it's going to ask you what kind of budget that we've got. So let's say we've got a medium budget within this cost that we want our whole trip put together. We'll press next. And now on the AI, it gets to know you. So, sometimes if I'm going with my family, I might do a different kind of activity than if I was going away with the girls for the weekend. So you can pop in here, it has to be a minimum of 5 things, but you could put more in if you want to. And it's as simple as pressing next. This is great, especially people that are busy. And often, we go to places that we'd love to kind of visit and explore. And you often get to places and don't find out until the last day, oh gosh, I wish I knew about that. Or, you don't really know who to trust, where to book your kind of trips and where's the best rates and who's. Anyway, this is just fantastic. It puts it all together. And what I love, it even gives you a map of the area where it says you should take all your activities and where they suggest that you stay. Now, if I go down here, it's searching for the hotels within our budget and it's giving us an idea of things that we could do. But check this out. When you see our activity platform, you will see like how many activities you can book. So anything that comes on this itinerary here means that we can actually book it on the platform. And they're great prices and stuff in all different people's budgets. So it will tell you about the trip and the cost. But this is what's really great. Let's just say we wanted a jam pack doing stuff in the morning and the afternoon. It will even tell me on here that if I finish that at 12 o'clock, it would then take me 19 minutes on a train to then go over to the Dubai Marina to go on a dinner cruise. So it actually tells you how long it takes to get from one activity in the morning to the next one. So it's ever so clever. So every day it will have a different activity. And as I go on to each activity, the map over here will show me exactly where it is. So the price is on there, what it's all about, and I could just go over to my activity section to book. And there's so many different ones that you could choose from. It's also going to pull me up hotels within the budget that we've given for the three of us. So it's all three of us, and it knows there's three of us in the room. And as I go through, again, it's different suggestions of where I could stay. And if you weren't sure where to fly into, you click on book flights and it will take you straight over to the flight part. Because often, like when I went to go to Vietnam, I wasn't sure the airport that I needed to fly into. So I popped it in and it literally came up for me and told me which airport I needed to look for. So I'm not going to go into AI more because I think it's quite self-explanatory, but I would say anyone that's got a membership, go in it yourself and, have a little look and, see sort of just have a little play around with it because it's very exciting and it's just so quick. Like literally, I couldn't even have made a coffee in that time that it put my trip together. Now, the Smart Finder, this is very new to the platform, and AI is just like use the right way. It's so great. Now, this Smart Finder is fab. Sometimes you've got this bucket list hotel and you just think, I really want to stay there, but it's ever so pricey, but you want to make it happen. And maybe you can be flexible with your dates. So and you don't want to keep researching, going back and forth online, like, is that Saturday cheaper or is this one or whatever? So I could literally put in here, Laura, you're good with hotel names. Give me some nice hotels.
Oh gosh, you stumped me now. Put in the Plaza for New York.
The Plaza. Oh, the Plaza or just Plaza?
Yep, should come up.
Oh, wait. It's spinning for me.
There we go. Oh,
is it there?
Oh, blimey, I can't see. It's a bit small for me. Let's try something more. Let's try the Wynn. The WYNN, sorry, in Vegas.
Oh, I think my Wi-Fi is glitching. That's why it's going slow on there. Come on.
Come on.
Here we go.
There we go.
I think it's because I'm putting that in. I don't know.
I don't know. What? Yeah, maybe take.
Wynn.
Oh my goodness.
Vegas. You're not giving me good options.
I'm not, am I?
There we go.
Somebody else has said the Waldorf.
There we go. The Wynn in Vegas.
Oh, there you go.
Two more hotels in Vegas.
The Stratosphere.
Stratos. Oh, dearie me.
There we go.
See, we told you we're just doing it all transparently. Is that it there? No, that's not it.
That's Nigeria. What is happening? Okay, put in.
You're giving me hard ones to spell.
Yeah, it looks
MGM.
like it's right. Put in
MGM.
Yeah, let's put in MGM.
MGM, Las Vegas.
There we go. Park MGM.
That'll do. We'll just put 2 in, but I could put 3 in if I wanted to. Okay. Now I'm pressing next. Now let's just say, okay, my dates are flexible. I could go anytime in September, okay, from September the 1st till September the 30th. And I just want to stay for one night, and it has to be a Saturday or Sunday. Okay. So I've just popped that in there. Now I'm going to press next. Let's have a look what it says. And it's 2 adults. Next. And let's see what comes up. It's really smart, actually, this. So we'll just give it a few seconds. And what it's going to do in those 2 hotels, within that month period, it's going to tell me if there's availability and when the best prices are for it. There we go. So it's telling me, there we go, on September the 6th and the 7th, this is the best price in that whole time, and exactly the same in the other hotel, September the 6th and 7th. So it's great. So if I put in like the week before, it could even be double the price sometimes. So it's giving you the best prices, in that kind of week. There we go. And look, if you look at the others, okay, if I went on the 20th to 21st, it would cost me 484. Yeah. If I go on the 27th, it would cost me 743. Look at this. If I go on September the 13th to the 14th, 1189. But if I decide to go the week before, 461. So if I'm flexible, how cool is that? Like literally 50% saving just because I've decided to go the week before. Now, you probably wouldn't research that yourself, would you, if you were looking at it? So it's very, very clever. If you're very flexible with your dates, you can find out. And like I've shown you here, that is double the price if I went 1 week before. So, and then sometimes because there could be events going on and things like that. So these smart finders are absolutely phenomenal. So definitely start looking at them all. Laura, why don't you show? What should we show now?
I was thinking maybe the car hire, actually.
Go on.
Because we actually had my friend Sophie joined the other day, and she is going to California. She's actually going in 10 days' time, and she booked her car hire already. And we just had a little look while we were looking at the platform. She was like, well, she's picking up on the 31st. And I know she's got it till, I think it's the 10th, my 10th, might even be the 15th, I think she said. She's going for ages. And the age does make a difference. So put in your actual age and your country. And then what happened was she came out with her exact same car from the exact same car hire company, and she saved £150 on her car rental. So we still have this in US dollars because I know we've got people from all over the place at the moment today. But this, and I'm not going to start bringing up comparisons everywhere. And again, because this isn't a price comparison portal, the same as the flights, it's not showing you that. But what you can see is, again, like I am seeing across the board that these are cheaper than everywhere else. And if I click select, you'll see they're not from random car companies. You know, if you go to Google and you're looking for cheap car hire, especially if any of you are traveling to the US now, you will know how expensive car hire has become in the US. This is known companies, not like Dave's dodgy deals on the corner. Sorry, Dave. But like, you know, this is like real companies that you would know and use, and you can see the actual price you're going to pay, and then you're going to get travel credits as well. So the car hire has been incredible. You can search by your vehicle type. It's like a fully comprehensive search engine. She actually was getting a Ford Mustang convertible. She's going to boil, I think, but she's going to have a great time with the wind in her hair out in the California highways. And yeah, every single car you can imagine is in there, all the different companies and everything else. So I think car hire is amazing. And then I know that somebody asked us about eSIM. So I'm not going to show all the eSIM because what we have a couple of things in here, like eSIM is a great example. These are essentially affiliate relationships with other companies. And so what that means is if we click to go and buy an eSIM, and the way an eSIM works is if you are, let's say you get charged through the nose, if you go and I'm going to America next week. If I don't have roaming on my cell phone contract, maybe I'll be charged like £7 a day for roaming. I can buy an eSIM through our partner company, and I can earn travel credits on it, and I can also get discount. So we have
Can you
discounts.
show it, Laura? I've had a few people that have asked me if we could show the eSIM and Visa
Oh,
today.
sure.
That
Okay.
would be great.
I will say I've used this eSIM company a ton of times. And so what I really like about it, sorry, I have all these pop-ups built in to always make sure I'm getting the best deal everywhere I go. So let's say that I'm going to the US next week. I can choose to buy, you'll see, I'm not in Travel Advantage anymore. I'm in here, but I can, I can have 1 gig of data, and I can have it valid for 30 days and it gives me a price. Or I can have lifetime data. So if I know I'm going to the US lots of times, I could buy 10 gigs of data with no expiration date, and I'm going to pay slightly more for it, but it means that I've got that locked in for good. And then when I go to checkout, oh, it's going to ask me to sign in. I don't want to sign in just now. When I go to checkout, essentially, Travel Advantage gives us a code that gives us a discount at checkout. And so there's an app for this on your phone. It's really easy. I tell you, their customer support is amazing as well. Like sometimes I've been at the airport thinking, oh, I don't know if I activated it right, because I've got ones for Egypt, Indonesia, the US, and sometimes I can't tell which one's which. Their customer support's been fantastic. But depending on where you go in the world, it's the cheapest way to roam without incurring tons of big data limits. So you can literally type in where you want to go.
Something really important. Laura's just said they've got their own app. However, if you just use their app or went straight to their website, you would not get the discount. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's very important that if you're going to use eSIM, Ticketmaster, which we'll show you in a second, you need to log into your Travel Advantage account. Then you click on eSIM, because then automatically, okay, what that's going to do is take the discount off. And I think it's about 20%, something like that. It will take off.
I think it's 15 at the eSIM. But this, what's cool about that, if you see where I hover over the link, if you see right in the bottom, it might be, if you're watching on a mobile, this will be too small for you. But those of you with eagle eyes can see a little black box right in the corner of my screen. It says bnes.im, and then it says / and it's got some letters. That shows you that we're on Travel Advantages, essentially like an affiliate link. So that's how we're getting that discount, because they're essentially have got an agreement with Travel Advantage that these are the prices. Instead of paying Travel Advantage like an affiliate, they're giving a discount to their members. So you have to make sure you log into Travel Advantage first. And like Laura mentioned, Ticketmaster, exactly the same situation. So we have an affiliate with Ticketmaster, the same thing. If you look bottom left of my screen again, you can see traveladvantage.com/home ticket. If I click it, now what's going to happen is put in my country. Let's say I want to find something in the UK and I'm going to click search. It's taking me through to Ticketmaster, but can you see all this gobbledygook at the end of my URL? This is showing that it's tracking us as a Ticketmaster, as a Travel Advantage visitor. So what that means is we can buy our tickets. You must buy them with the same email that your Travel Advantage account is registered to. And then once you've bought your tickets, you can come back into your account and then you can come to travel credits and you can go tickets, travel credits, and then you can put in your confirmation number, the price you paid, and then you can upload a PDF that they send you via email, and then you can claim your travel credits on your tickets. So that's how that works as well.
Laura, you're more the pro with the cruise section than me. Could you just run through the cruises?
Cruises. Oh my gosh. This cruise platform has blown my mind. Now, I'm not a cruiser myself. However, cruise, those of you who are on the call, do we have cruise fans on the call? Let us know in the chat if we have cruise fans, because it would be good to know who we're speaking with. Because I can't actually see the chat. Let me bring it up. Yes, we do. Okay, great. All right. So, yes, lots of yeses. Okay, cool. So, cruise is one of those things that once you are a cruiser, you're just in a different club. You speak a different language, you have a different system, you have loyalty, you have rooms, you have cabins that you will want to stay in. You know what you want when you are a cruiser. So our cruise platform had big shoes to fill. And the travel agency that I actually operate underneath is known in the UK as one of the top cruise providers. So I was a very harsh critic and somebody very hard to please when it came to this. Now, these cruise lines that we have partnerships with, and they're adding all the time, they're not small names. We have Disney, Cunard, Celebrity, we have MSC, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, all the big names that you are going to want. Now, we don't currently have Virgin Voyages, and we currently don't have P&O. But what I will say is we are adding all the time, and that is something that is absolutely incredible. Now, what I will do is I'm not going to go all the way through, because we would be on here we could do a whole call just about cruises, honestly. But if I just search anything and click search cruises, you will see what happens. It's opening up an entire new portal. So it's not just built in, it's so big, it's such a comprehensive system that it is literally bringing up an entire new portal. Now, this is bringing up, I think I clicked on MSC. So yeah, it's just bringing up MSC. Now we have a member who came to us with an MSC cruise already booked, and he cancelled his cruise elsewhere and lost his deposit, paid to join as a member here as an elite member, because cruises are only available on elite membership, and then rebooked his cruise here and still saved £1,300. That's like over $1,600. So the cruise is literally, the search engine is so comprehensive. You can find anything you want, all the sailings, all the different things, and you can apply loyalty points. That's new as well. That wasn't here for us before. You can apply loyalty points. You're going to earn travel credits. It's got all the things. So again, I could do I'm trying to stay surface level on this because it is a real deep dive. We could literally do an hour-long call on just cruises. But it's flipping brilliant. If you love cruises, you're definitely going to want to know about it.
Brilliant. I'll cover life experiences.
Great.
Let me just bring that up. So, where are we? Let's just go back up here. Right. Life experiences. These are fantastic, the life experiences. And these are the first Tuesday of every single month, we have a CEO call where we get updates of the company, what's going on. And the company will announce anywhere from probably 5 to 8 different life experiences. Now, the way that these work is they are for members, or we can take guests with us as well, as long as we're on them. and they're at select dates. So for example, this one's on August the 22nd, this one's on September the 11th for 4 days and 3 nights. So they are specific to dates, and the company, what they do is they block out 10 rooms, 40 rooms, 100 rooms, depending, what they think will be the availability for, like, how many people they think are going to go. Okay. Now, if you have a look at this and experience, that basically means that it will 9 times out of 10, it will include, let me just have a look at this one, like this experience. Okay. 9 times out of 10, it will be the hotel. Occasionally, it might have breakfast or all inclusive included on it. So this one here, all inclusive, there we go, $395 per person. Now, if you look on here, it tells you what's included. So you open it and have a look. 4 nights accommodation, all inclusive. That means food and drink included. Your flights are not included on these, and that is per person. Now, the way that this works is, oh, that one's fully booked. I should have picked one because that's just about to happen now. Let me go on to a different one. There we go. There's lots of different ones. They're all over the world. So say I wanted to go on this one here. Okay. This one here is on the side. It will say this one here, Montreal Winter Experience. Okay. 5 days, 4 nights, breakfast included, round trips to the air, transfer from the airport, 4-hour guided tour. Okay. So every single day, it will show you what you can do. So on here, guided tour, ice skating on the next day, a free day, and a farewell. Okay, so that's the 4 days with an itinerary of stuff that you can go and do. Now on here, this is how you can book. So here you clicked on that, shared occupancy. Now what this means is, let's just say I have a membership and Laura has a membership, and we both want to go on this trip and we want to share the room and both use our loyalty points. I would log into my Travel Advantage member one. Okay, I would click on shared occupancy and I would press book now. Okay. Now here I can apply 450 travel loyalty points. So I'm taking it from 949 down to 499. Okay. And all I would do is book and pay. Because I've choose shared occupancy, I now, when I've booked and paid, are going to receive a confirmation email. And on that email, they're going to give me a sharing code. Okay. So what Laura's going to do is exactly the same. She's going to log in. She's going to book. She's going to take her 450 loyalty points off because that's what it said on that booking she could do. See, 949, take 450 off. And I would have given Laura my sharing code that was in my email. She will pop it in there. So now they know that they're going to put us both in the same room together. Okay, so great. Now, my husband and I, okay, so if I went on here, some people say it's their partner, might go straight and go on to double occupancy. Okay, so if I wanted to take my husband and say he wasn't a member, I could press double occupancy. I could take 450 loyalty points off of the total price. So that's 450 off for me, but he would be paying the full price, okay, the 949. But because he's got his own account, we never book double occupancy. We always book it our separate account so we can take those loyalty points off and get the sharing code so we're in the same room together. And as you go down here, you can also have single occupancy, triple. So if you wanted to take a child with you as well. Okay. And now some people say, like me, I've got 3 kids. Well, what if we've got 2 kids, 3 kids? All you need to do is click on the inquiry box here. Okay. Full name, email, and inquire. I'd like to go on this life experience trip. It's me, my partner, and our 2 children. Are the rooms available? Could you give me a price? Okay. And then they can do your price with your loyalty points off. So it depends on what rooms they've got available and they've actually booked for that particular life experience, whether it's adult only, child friendly, family rooms, and so on. So these are fantastic. Now, if you have an elite membership, okay, you get your, or elite turbo, you get your loyalty points off. But if you have an elite turbo, okay, the turbo add-on, and say I want to bring a friend along with me that is not a member, okay, we've got double occupancy, I can gift my friend 100 loyalty points extra to take off of hers. So there's lots of added bonuses by having that. And there's so many different ones. And just so you all know with the life experiences, they're all over the world. And as we start to grow in new markets, right now we're having a huge growth in North America. As you can see, they've done that one in Montreal there, some that are closer to home. So they're not all traveling across the world. Some are weekends, some are long weeks. If it says life experience, 9 times out of 10, it will have breakfast or all inclusive, but no trips included. If it says deluxe life experience, those ones will have airport transfers and activities and lunches and everything built into them. Okay, that's the difference between a deluxe, and the other one. And then new to the platform is they're bringing out these what they call themed experiences. So this is the first one they've just done, which is yoga, surfing, mountain walking, so more around wellness and fitness in Portugal. And each month they're going to bring a different kind of themed one. We also had the Christmas one actually as well. It was a themed one. So it's really fun, you know, how they're doing themed ones as well as just your weekends and stuff. But the one in Dubai that I'm going to, there'll be 500 other members. Well, I think there's only about 100 spaces left. So if anybody wants to go on the Dubai trip, like it's almost selling out now. It's going to be phenomenal. So go in your platform, check it out yourselves because these life experiences are great. Now, as you can see next to each one, it shows you the loyalty points that you can take off, and usually it's over 50% of whatever the cost was. You know, whatever you're saving each month, you can get back. However, great added value to the platform. Once you've been a member for 12 months, those $120 or $240 of loyalty points every month that are saving up, after 12 months of being a member, every year, every 12 months, you can choose a life experience, not just for you, but for two people and pay it fully. So I could go on this Sardinia one, myself and my husband, or me and my daughter, and for two of us, I could completely use all my loyalty points. So there's no empty membership here. Whatever we're paying out, we get back and we can use them fully every 12 months. And this is why I love the Elite Turbo, because you've got things like this Cancun one, 1249, 8 days, beautiful hotel on the beach, food and drink and everything included. Two of us could go and I would be able to use all my loyalty points and even have 500-600 left to use on the platform here and there throughout the year as well. So absolutely great. Loyalty points do not expire, neither do travel credits. They can keep rolling over for you. However, the free life experience, we get to choose one per year for two people, okay, on those. And they're adding more and more and more of them. And last but not least, I think, should I just quickly cover the lifestyle more, Laura? And if there's anything you want to cover. So lifestyle mall is like your duty free, and you need to pop it into whichever country that you want it shipped to. Now, it doesn't have to be the country that you're registered in. So, for example, I have a UK account, but I've actually moved to Spain now, and that doesn't matter. I just put it in Spain if I want it, you know, sent to me here. And there's so much stuff on here. And if I just put in women, for example, and put in sunglasses, have a browse yourself of this, okay? This is like your duty-free shopping. And if I go down here, they're all designer goods. So I can put in here, let's just say, I don't know, I like Carrera and Dolce Gabbana sunglasses. I press update. This is great. Think for like gifts and, you know, imagine at Christmas or birthdays and whatever holidays you celebrate, and you turn up with this designer stuff for your friends and family. They won't know what price you paid for it. So say these glasses here, $407. I can take off 118. I get them for 289, and I can take an extra 25 loyalty points off. For like $250, I'm getting a $400 pair of sunglasses. And that's not even one of our biggest savings. There's so many more. I got my Carolina Herreras, they were 260, and I got them for just under $60. And you get travel credits, $44.70. So if I bought these glasses, I could save that $44.70 that I could use to book a flight or a hotel in the future. So as you can see on here, so many different discounts. Now, these aren't really my style, okay? But as you can see, you know, you've got lots of different ones on here. Huge, huge savings. Electronics, unfortunately, UK, you cannot get electronics, but they are available practically in most other markets as well. You know, if you look even like, say, an iPhone 16, like it's crazy. Oh, they haven't got that one on there. 1 second. Electronics, let's have a little look. I don't even know how to pull this up. Right. So you can have a little look in there. Oh, no, it's because I'm on Spain. Right. Anyway, go and have a little look and have a little mooch around. But there's all sorts on here. And I think more than anything, it's just knowing it's just added value continuously to the platform. Laura, is there anything else that you feel we need to cover? Anything in the chat box anybody wants us to mention at all?
I think I was just reading through there. So somebody just asked, is a lifestyle mall for elite members only? Yes, it is. And somebody else was asking about whether you and your partner should each have a membership, because then after 12 months, you can both take a room for a life experience. And I was just explaining that that's what we've done in our house, is that my husband and I both have elite memberships with Turbo. So we are accruing all of those points. And then we've each referred 3 of our friends. So, and actually, when I started first, he was my 3rd referral, because then we knew that once I had 1 and 2, the 3rd one meant that my account was going to be free. And yes, we might be paying for his account, but now we've got 2 pots of loyalty points building, but only paying for 1 account. But now his account is free as well. So, and then you've got loyalty points coming out of your ears and life experiences and all the things.
So yeah, as you can see, so much value here. And those of you, like, just by sharing it with 3, you get your membership covered. So you know that if you want to be an affiliate. But we will be doing a normal live opportunity call about the business, the platform, and the pay plan. We have got one tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Friday, we're actually going to do, like we've done a deep dive on travel, we're going to do a deep dive on the income opportunity, how the pay plan works in depth, okay, as well. So keep an eye on school, or if anybody's just a guest here today, reach out to the person that brought you on here. I think I'm glitching a little bit. But no, okay. But thank you so much, everyone, for your time. We will get the recording out for everyone. And I hope that's given you and made you see a bit more value of all the platform and not just the hotel section. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.